Hey, what's up, guys? It's the end of the season, and I've cleaned out my garden, and as you guys have seen, I've had my kitchen floor covered in bins of food for weeks and weeks and weeks. Not a bad problem to have, but I'd like my kitchen floor back. So, we've been steadily just putting food away. So this is the last of the leeks. I've got a pie plate. Hang on, I'll get it. Just a minute. All right, so I have a pie plate of frozen leeks. They've been washed, dried, put into the freezer. And because I didn't freeze them in a bag and I froze them here, you see how they're all separate? So if you guys want something really good, take your leeks, saute them in butter, and put them on your hamburgers. Oh yeah. So there's about 2.5 pounds of leeks on this pie plate. Those are gonna go into a Ziploc bag, okay? So that's the last of that's the frozen leeks. I'll deal with that after. And these are leeks that I ran through my dehydrator. Now, the tricky part is when you're dehydrating things like these, like green onions, what tends to happen is the outside will dry nice and crispy and the centers won't. So let them go a little bit longer, or you have to split them open down the length and open them up so they dry. So these have been in the dehydrator at 135 degrees since last night at about 9 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now, so give or take 22 hours plus or minus. Okay, listen, where's the mic? Hang on, listen. You guys hear that crunch? That's how you know they're dry. Look at this. That's what you're looking for. If you leave any moisture in anything you're dehydrating and you want to put it away, it'll rot. Okay? And like I said, the inside tends to take a lot longer than the outside. So I've got 3 trays of beautiful looking leeks. Like, how good does that look? Right? Let's get that up there for the camera. There we go. Right? So I've got a quart jar. We're going to take all these leeks right out of the dehydrator. They're still warm. And I'm putting them in the jar right away. And I'm going to seal it. Because what happens is if, let's say I let these sit on the dehydrator tray until tomorrow, they will start reabsorbing moisture from the air. So I'm going to get them into this quart jar. I haven't decided if I'm going to powder these or not. I may powder some of them because powdered leeks and powdered onions go really good in things like scrambled eggs. It's one of the ways that I can get my kids to eat onions. So I'm going to take these. They're still warm. Put that out of the way. And I'm just going to put them all in this big quart jar I got right here. Put the lid on. And I'm going to lock the moisture out of them. That way I don't have to worry about them reabsorbing moisture and being able to start to rot. Because then you're just losing all of that product, right? So I'm always trying to show you guys different ways of being able to put your garden produce away in a manner that you can use for long-term storage. Because right now that's important, right? We're coming into winter, and I know most of the people on this channel who watch it, especially a lot of the regulars, you guys are switched on. You know what's going on in the world. You know that we're going into food shortages. You guys know what's going on over in Europe with the fuel issues. Some of the places like Maine and some of those other states right now, they're being told that there's a natural gas shortage and that they're going to have to shut off their electricity between like, what, 5 and 7 o'clock at night or something like that, I don't know how those people are going to deal, because that's craziness. So right now, being able to have food put away in a manner where you don't have to rely on refrigeration is key. So that's why I do a lot of canning, a lot of dehydrating. One of these days, what I'll do is I'll show you guys my dehydrated pantry. I literally have a huge pantry just of dehydrated food, and I use it all the time. Yes, dehydrated food loses a little bit of its nutritional value, right? It's not like it's freeze-dried where you maintain about 98% of your nutritional value. You lose a little bit when you dehydrate it. I'm aware of that. But you know what? I would rather lose a little bit of the nutritional value and still have it than not have any of that product and none of that nutrition, right? Especially, here we go. Especially coming into winter. And I got 2 boys to take care of. I'm a single dad. So it's important that for me, I am able to do what needs to be done in order to make sure my kids are well fed with nutritional food. And that's one of the reasons why I like dehydrators. I've got 2. I'm looking for a 3rd. I'm probably going to splurge and buy myself another Excalibur dehydrator. If you guys are looking to invest in a quality dehydrator, buy an Excalibur. But you can buy like a Sultan dehydrator, like these ones here with these plastic trays, like that. You can buy these things pretty cheap. And I'm not going to lie, I've had this one here. It's a 5 or 6 tray. I've had it now for 10, 11, 12, give or take 12 years. And I have dehydrated hundreds and hundreds of pounds of food. Now, saying that, it is starting to break. Look at that, right? It is starting to break. So that's another reason why I need to replace them. But this, for the small investment for a dehydrator versus what you get out of it, like how good does that look, right? So now what I do, I just take painter's tape and I'll just write, dehydrated leeks and 2022 on it. Put it on the jar like this. Get my pen out, Sharpie marker, leeks, 22, like that. Slam that on the jar, just like that. And now this will go into my dehydrated pantry. And in that pantry, that's all that's in there is dehydrated products. So if you guys are interested in having a tour of what I've got in my dehydrated pantry, it'll probably give you guys a lot of ideas for next season, or for those of you like Nunya, who lives in Texas, who can grow all year long, or my mom, or some of those other people. You guys can continue growing, whereby I'm up in Ontario, so my growing season's over. I'm about to start my winter garden in my basement. I'm going to be setting that up. But if you guys want to see my dehydrated pantry, leave a message down in the comments, and we'll see how it goes. All right? Have a great day. Grow good food. It's important. Share this video out, guys. Leave a comment. If you guys aren't a subscriber, hit that subscriber button and the notification bell, and you guys can see all kinds of updates like this, because we're just getting started. All right? Love ya. Green thumb out. Peace.